physio and stuff.
Man, again, like I just said a minute ago, with I was saying Jake Paul and how long as I've been on boxing, man, I think it's a great time for fighters. We didn't have this time. We didn't have this time in our sport.
Right.
We didn't have a YouTube live. Like, it's so many different ways to make money. Like, you could just get a regular streaming site. You can get a streaming channel and make money with that. You know what I'm saying? Even if you charge $2 per view or something like that. You feel me? It's a lot of it's a good time, man. It's a good time to be in boxing right now. If that's what you want to do, if that's your thing, it's a good time for fighters to be in boxing right now. And again, with that Zuffa thing too. So I'm all for the way it's going. I'm all for the transition of what it's doing.
Hey, I'm an MMA fan as well. Y'all need to be careful with that TKO model coming in, because the UFC has had 2 Supreme Court lawsuits against them because of their pay model and stuff like that. They got out of it by paying a fat ass settlement. But I said the UFC model will not work the same way in boxing due to the fact of the Wild West nature of boxing. You still have certain guys.
On that? Hey, let me talk on that. Now that model, what they're doing is only for like C&D level fighters. Brian Norman is not going to fight for what is it? $200,000 for some bull crap fight.
Right. We know that.
It's only going to affect those people.
No, but the issue comes into where the Ring Magazine is going to be. The Ring Magazine belt is attached to TKO, so those champions will be considered the lineal champions of the division. That's where
that's not true. That's not true.
We ain't worried about that. Zuffa is going to be for lower level fighters to get paychecks.
Well, I tell you what,
to get paychecks. I'm not worried about it at all.
The way I foresee that going, since Turkey involved in the TKO, the way I foresee that going, just like you said with the Ring Magazine, Turkey trying to put on the best fights, right? He's trying to give people all the fights they want to see, trying to get all these stat cards and everything together. So with that being said, he's gonna listen to the demand of somebody, just like even how he listened to the demand of somebody when he turned around that pay-per-view and made $60. So he's going to listen to the demand of somebody. So if the demand from the people, like if you get a lineal champion in Ring Magazine and Zuffa, guess what the people gonna say? Oh, no, we need him to fight such and such. He out there on these streets and he wrecking shit. You feel what I'm saying? We need your man. Yeah, we need your Zuffa man in here. And then the big money gonna come out there. That Ring Magazine belt gonna come right out of Zuffa and it's gonna come right back to the real world. You feel?
Yeah.
I can bet you.
Exactly. That's what I think.
love that perspective.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, no, I'm happy you're here, because if you weren't here and I was talking about Turkey doing good things in boxing, it'll be a whole lot of tank tears over here, man. So
there you go. They're gonna hate right there.
Here we go with that bullshit, boy. Hacker, don't make me get up in your ass, boy. You gotta cut that shit out, boy. Don't make me come over there.
He ain't gonna play with
Don't make me come get you, yo.
Hey,
you know,
Brian.
I'm the bully for a
Hold on, Mike. Hold on. Hacker, go ahead. What you about to say, bro?
Hell yeah, guess what they call me? I criticize stuff. I'm the Black Max Kellerman.
I'm the Black Max Kellerman shit. You definitely do. Like some outrageous shit. Like Max Kellerman is out here talking like fucking Usyk is overrated and the
Usyk is not overrated.
Like shit like that. Like niggas be saying crazy shit like that.
All them boys be on payrolls, man. All of Chris Mannix is the number one. Chris Mannix, the number one. All the boys on payroll.
Sergio Mora, all them dudes.
Yes,
Haney.
Yes, all of them on payroll. Trust me.
Hey, Brian Norman, I'm glad you here too, because this nigga above you needed to hear that one more time. Say that one more time.
All these boys on payroll, you can take what they saying with a grain of salt, man. It ain't. I'm trying to tell you, man. You done seen where they big it up with one guy. How many times y'all done seen a fight happening and the guy that they not cheering for may land something like vicious and they won't say a word.
They won't say a word.
I lose my job with commentators. I'm calling it like a TI is. I lose my job. They fire me. Mr. Scobie, you're not calling the fight how we need you to call it. I'm calling it down the middle.
Just like I just said, like you just said a minute ago, it's about boxing, then about being a fan of man or who doing what, man. We just like boxing, man. You know what I'm saying? Before my son was ever fighting, I was a boxing fan. Before my son ever fought, I was a boxing fan. You feel that? Before he was born, before my son was born, I was a boxing fan. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
Yes, sir. I respect it 100%.
But it's better now than it was before. I remember back in the day with Regan Dion and stuff, they used to be crazy. How they used to
Man, that's the reason why they got rid of Roy Jones. Roy Jones was telling the truth. They couldn't take it.
HBO boxing. Man, yeah, they had a squad. They had a
Same
squad.
thing with Manny.
They had Roy George, but they had everybody. That was a squad.
Remember, they had Manny. They got rid of Manny too, because Manny was calling stuff down the middle more. Like he was trying to correct Max and Jim Lampley multiple times in fights for years. And eventually they just let him go.
That's a fact, Scooby.
Only
you used to check their ass on the right on live.
Use Raw. I remember at times Max Kellerman had to check Lennox Lewis for his crazy takes at times, because Lennox would say crazy stuff in the fights, and Max would be like, "That's because he's hurt Lennox. His feet are back. He's hurt Lennox."
Emmanuel Stewart was the best one on there, though. He was the
Floyd
best.
Mayweather was the best calling him out.
Yeah, they try to keep him. They try to keep him on script, man. But it's all the script, brother. I'm trying to tell you, it's all the script. It's all the
Kevin
script.
Kelly was a good commentator too on what was that KO Nation. Kevin Kelly was a good commentator too. I don't know why they didn't use him more in HBO.
I ain't seen Kevin. I forgot about Kevin Kelly. I ain't seen him in a minute.
Kevin got rid of George Foreman on HBO because he was talking real.
Remember, I think the main reason they got, remember when Oliver McCall lost to Lennox that second time, George said Oliver shouldn't be in that ring right now. He's got a lot of things going on mentally and emotionally and personally, and he shouldn't have took this fight, and that's what's going on with him right now. No, I'm going to go in there and give him a big old hug and let him know it's okay. And, you know what I'm saying? And that was real. McCall was going through a lot of emotional, problems at the time. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Senior, what you think about Tim Bradley, man? He been doing a lot of flip-flopping, man, the whole time during this build-up, man.
I told folks, I keep telling y'all what that's about. Tim Bradley is saying everything that could be true. He's saying every which way so he can go back and reference the one that he said that's going to attest to the fight itself. So he'd say, I visualize Devin Haney getting knocked out. I had a dream or this and that. Then he's going to go back. He's going to refer to that particular. It's nothing, bro. It's just games. That's all.
Tim Bradley has taken the Teddy Atlas approach to calling fights. In my opinion, like the way Tim Bradley calls fights like Teddy Atlas. I mean, it could go either way, guys. But here's how it could
happen. Listen, hey, look, I'm going to help y'all out real quick. Again, I'll listen to it with a different there. If y'all decide to go get a chance, go watch Brian Norman Jr. versus Satian again. You will hear and Derek Quavaz.
His commentary was crazy.
Listen, you will hear him flip flopping in the fight. It is good work, but what he needs to do is what I'm saying, and then he'll say, "Oh, he's doing tremendous work off the rope. He's doing this and that, whatever." What I'm saying, if he need to keep it in the center of the rings, he all over the place.
Exactly.
Hold on. Hey, Coach, can I ask you this question? Hey, Coach Norman, can I ask you this question real quick, dog? Yeah. Was your son set up to be a hometown showcase fight against Santillan in San Diego? That's what it seemed like to me. That he was pretty much put in there to be a showcase hometown fight for Santillan. And I remember seeing this, and I'm like, this guy, Brian Norman, doesn't look like your stereotypical fringe contender. He looks for real. And then when I saw him fight, I'm like, Santillan's about to be hurt. He's going to get hurt in this fight. And then, man, I had never seen a screensaver like hold down after that. That was some AI over Teron Lou type stuff.
Listen, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. He was definitely there to be a showcase fight for Santillan. Let me give you why when it comes to the styles. Brian Norman was an in-your-face type fighter. He didn't mind fighting. He didn't mind trading. You saw what Santillan had just did with Alexis Rocha, right?
Beat him down.
So in their minds, Brian Norman's going to be there for me. He's going to give him the fight he wants. He trained with Robert Garcia. He this and that. He got everything in his favor, 32 years. He got the experience. He had been in it for 12 years. He in his home. Everything was, he riding on a career high, the biggest win. Like, everything was, and Brian Norman coming off of 2 of his career biggest lows. You feel what I'm saying? So it was definitely the win, but they messed.
That brother got that good phone call.
No, my bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, my bad. They didn't realize they were dealing with a real one. That's just how
with a monster. I could tell just off of his energy and the look in his eyes that whatever he didn't get the memo that he was just an opponent. He did not get the memo.
Hey, Brian Norman, I got two questions because you said something way back earlier that I wanted to touch on, but I'd say with the stare down poses after the KO. Yo, the ones that he been doing lately, and especially the one against Sasaki, boy, that was epic, dog. I ain't gonna lie. He been really creative with that. Do we see some creativity in the ring when he get up in there with Devin Haney?
He gonna try to stick with the pole, but he ain't trying to be too disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Because he do understand that, like, even with just Sasaki, when he bowed and kneeled over his body. That was pretty hard.
That was the coldest shit I ever seen, dog.
Listen. Understand what that was, though. Listen, understand what it was. That was hard, but it was also respectful in samurai culture.
Exactly.
That's what was so cold about over your opponent. Me being a martial artist, I've been knocked out with a head kick in competition. And then my coach like, hey, don't be mad because old boy bowed, out of respect. Okay, I can't be giving him too much shit then. All right. He showed respect.
Hey, Cam, let me ask him a question.
Say you, hey, I already know, man, leading up to this fight early on, man, you told that man, Bill Haney, we gonna step over you like AI.
Like Allen Iverson.
I'm gonna try. Listen, I've already played it in my head. Only way I can see it happening, and I know what Devin gonna try to get close to do, but I'm gonna deal with that.
Right.
But the only way I can see it happening in my head is if Devin don't fall back, he would have to collapse Devin.
Right.
So because Devin will have to be close, because if the referee doing the job the right way, he gonna hurry up and push B out the way.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
You feel where I'm coming from?
Facts. Yeah, I definitely understand.
He would have to collapse from where I'm gonna tell him to try to do it. He would have to collapse from where he is and have the ability to step right over him. Because if Devin Haney going backwards, or if he run back or fall backwards, ain't no way he ain't gonna be able to get to him.
Don't worry, Seer, that's only gotta be in your head, bro. That's not gonna happen.
Hey, Brian,
he's going to try to pivot.
Packer, your black Jesus gonna be laying flat on the floor like
he gonna walk over water. He gonna walk over water.
He's walking over water in that motherfucker.
Hey, Cam, let me ask a question.
Go ahead, bro.
All right, hey, Brian Norman Sr., this might be, y'all might say I'm kind of crazy for asking this. How do you feel about Manny Pacquiao coming back, calling out Mario Barrios and what's his name, Rolly Romero, but he wouldn't entertain your son on nothing? I mean, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I already know what that is.
I know what it is, but it's like,
yeah, we already know what that's about, man. Manny Pacquiao ain't, I mean, that's he's a legend, man. He's a legend. I feel two ways about that. It will be it'd be a great thing to be able to share the ring with a Manny Pacquiao, but it'll be a bad thing for what Brian Norman gonna do to him, because he gonna knock Pacquiao out.
He's got bow over his body.
And don't nobody really want to see that happening. But I don't. Exactly. I know some people like knock him out to teach him this. I understand where they're coming from. Nah, be a knock Pacquiao out, because he'll knock him out.
Oh, y'all ain't got bow over Pacquiao with y'all.
So
you got bow over his body too.
I ain't got nothing to do with none of that.
Hey, but Brian Norman, my second question, two-parter, because you said being a B fighter, a B-level, B-side fighter, and giving your soul to the game, and and how it didn't work out for you, would you champion? And I want you to speak candidly as much as you can, because I know you're still bound by your son and his contract too. Would you champion fighters being or the sport of boxing being sanctioned itself by a body that's there to look out for the better interest of fighters? Because oftentimes fighters are getting the short end of the stick.
Absolutely. I'm down for the fighters as a whole. I'm down for boxing as a whole. I hate it, man, when some of the fighters I see That's why I'm always rooting for the underdog a lot most of the time because I've been there. I've been there when, you know what I'm saying, when things just weren't working out for you and they bringing you out to make a mockery out of you because you coming off of a loss or you coming off of a this and a that. And then you go to a somebody's hometown and you have a hell of a close fight and then they make it 10-2. You know what I'm saying? 8-2. Right. Like you would just end it. I hate it, bro. I can't stand it. It burned my soul because I've been there. And the work, the amount of work and time and energy that and you know, and blood shed and lost putting into that, it pissed me off. So I can't help but to root for them fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I say we get a petition going, man, and get the Brian Norman Sr. Act going. So we can get one. Now, I'm honestly being real because I understand that, you know, we even play into that because a lot of times we do what you just said. We'll call people a bum. We'll try not to push them, even though they put in everything to get into that ring. And they got nothing out of that ring. And sometimes they get robbed of an experience where they did what they were supposed to do to win. And then they get no action after that. There should be people sanctioning these bodies and these people, these officials, these judges, these freaking everything that plays in and ties into boxing, because you know the fighters, they risk life and limb. Some people give their life to the sport and there's nothing to their families and there's nothing to benefit them for the sacrifices they make.
I agree with you. Same thing just happened with the NBA thing when they had all that you know, whatever just happened when they had with the FBI. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you never know. I mean, boxing is dirty. It's been dirty. Like perfect example. Tim Bradley against Pacquiao 1. Tim Bradley against Pacquiao 1 was a setup for 3 fights. That's what that was. They know he lost the first one. We get the money back with the second one. He's both top ranked fighters. We get the money back with the second one, and we got to do a spinoff with the third one. That's all it was, bro.
Bro, you're right. I was in Afghanistan when that happened.
When it happened, I said, bro, they're going to do 3 fights. When it happened, I said it.
100% correct. I was in Afghanistan, and we all was tripping off of that. Yeah. They played it for free when I was in the Army.
Yeah. There was no way in the hell that Tim Bradley beat that man.
Tim Bradley
There's no way in hell they beat that man.
Wait, Ryan Norman, I think Jeff Warren beat Pacquiao. I think that was a fair call. You don't think so?
Stop, bro.
I do. I'll tell you why. Because I watched that fight. Let me just tell you why. Let me just explain why.
I don't even want to hear why. No, honestly, I don't even want to hear why.
I just want to explain. Let me just explain why. The reason why I said, because I actually bet on Pacquiao to win. But before the score was passed, Jeff Warren won. The reason why is because even though Pacquiao was like hitting him, but it was like all in spurts. Sort of like what happened with Devin Haney and Lomachenko, was just in spurts. Meanwhile, freaking Jeff Warren was like mauling Pacquiao, like every single round he was like mauling, like so like Pacquiao.
Nigga, them mini dreads wasn't going back in spurts. Loma was popping his head all night long, dog. That nigga looked like a Pez dispenser.
Hold on, Hacker. Hold on. Let me get my man B3 in here, man. B3, man. What's good?